they have gone mad, especially the Europeans. It's almost for the third time during the 100 years that they are trying to get into a war. It's like a...
Greetings, good people. What's up? What's happening? In this video, I'm going to be unpacking and revealing the hidden message in President Emmerson Mnangagwa and President Putin's talk on the metaphorical hyenas. Here we hear this guy is talking of Europeans, and he says it is the third time in 100 years that they want to be starting a war. So here we have Europeans and war. Remember, the Americans in Zambia, they are dealing with the Zambian military. They are working together, and recently they have opened an office there, and they held their recent conference in Livingstone. Now, Livingstone is near to Zimbabwe, the area where we find the Victoria Falls, right? So that area, there is a national park there.
Hunter, it's how animals behave. If there is a herd of hyenas or wild dogs and you've got a stick, you can keep them at bay.
If there is a herd of hyenas or wild dogs, you use a stick to keep them at bay. All right.
And there's a chance that you can do that, but...
There's a chance that you can do that, but...
There's a high chance that they will tear your clothes, and if you get tired, they will bite you to death.
If you get tired, they will bite you to death. Now, what does he suggest next?
If you can kill a couple of them, then they will disperse. President Mnangagwa knows about the behavior of hyenas. Do you agree, Mr.?
Now, if you can kill a couple of them, then they will disperse. Now, watch how he ends over to President Mnangagwa. He says, now, President Mnangagwa knows of hyenas in Zimbabwe. Then, we're talking of the Europeans starting a war, right? Then if you use a stick, there's a chance that you get tired. They'll tear your clothes. Then when you get tired, they'll kill you. But if you kill a couple of hyenas, there's a chance that they will disperse. Now, President Emmerson Mnangagwa knows of hyenas in Zimbabwe. And what does President ED say here?
Mr. President, this is how you deal with hyenas or wild...
Okay, what do you think, Mr. President? This is how you deal with hyenas?
Dogs who attack you.
Hyenas or wild dogs who attack you. It's not hyenas and wild dogs in brackets. It's hyenas, wild dogs.
We do have lots of hyenas in Zimbabwe.
We do have lots of hyenas in Zimbabwe. Watch that reaction from Putin. Now, watch the crowd.
But we keep them in the national parks.
But we keep them in the national parks. Now, the issue of national parks, are we talking of the national park in Zambia? Or we are talking of the national park at Chikurubi there, where we found people like Job Scala are spending at least 500 days there.
So that they don't disturb us.
All right. So there's an applause from the crowd, and then so they don't disturb us. So they don't disturb us. They don't disturb us. What does that mean? So they don't disturb us. Okay. We've got them handled. They don't disturb us.
It's a lot. We have no problems with them, and
we have no problems with them.
And they breed a lot,
and they breed a lot.
If there is anybody who wants some, we are ready to donate.
Okay, they breed a lot, and if there is anybody who wants some, we are ready to donate. Okay, if you want to be giving them asylum, they can come. We are ready to donate. That is the message there. Yeah. That is the reaction. Anyways, now let's listen to Putin when he talks about, okay, if you want any hyenas, we are ready to donate. How does Putin respond, he talks of his own hyenas. Where are they?
I'm no hunter. Well, we've got
We have
hyenas of
plenty
our own,
of
yes,
our
in
own
Europe.
in Europe.
I'm no hunter. We have hyenas of our own in Europe. Remember, Russia is in Europe, anyways, but it doesn't say here in Russia. We have our own here in Europe. We have our own here in Europe, not here in Zimbabwe. And President Mnangagwa has his own hyenas. Now, which hyenas are we talking of here? This is very clear. Now, when referring to human behavior, we may compare with animals. One knows, or at least the audience that watches these videos, if I say a person is a pig, we know what a pig is. Now, if I say a person is a hyena, what thoughts come to mind? A hyena is a disgusting animal, an apex predator. A hyena, the most known characteristic of hyena behavior, it's a trickster. It's a trickster. It invokes disgust and distrust. It is a trickster, an apex predator.